Well, it is an artificial experience because it's not the way translation is done normally, but it gives us, as writers, a glimpse into how the translation process works. You know, the creativity of it, the detail of it, the battle of it, because there is a battle going on between language, between the sense of a word, the significance of a word, and the rhythm of the word, and all of these things have to balance out. You know, it can't just be a literal translation, but it has to be also sound right, read right, and that, you know, usually I've gotten my text translated, and I haven't seen the process. So here we're seeing the process at work. For me, it's a little different because I understand English really well. I'm basically an English speaker that writes in Spanish. So being translated into English, I can participate up to a point, knowing that that translated piece is not mine. So I can suggest and debate, but not decide, as I do when I'm writing. It's work, you know? It's hard work because you're taking something and transforming it into something else, but also keeping that same something. It's a very, very hard thing to do. It's an adaptation of a text that has to remain a text. Yeah, it's not just taking a novel and making it a movie. You know, it's not that far of an adaptation, but it is making it something else, and that is really, really hard to do. I guess I've just gotten a glimpse into how difficult the job of a translator can be in trying to do that. Yeah. A lot of people think that translation is just learning a language, you know, and shifting words from here to there, from English to Spanish, and it's so much more than that. You know, it's so much more than that because it has to do with music as well. The music of both languages and being able to, you know, go from one to the other. The semantics of it, you know. You could translate a word from Spanish into English and you could use 3 or 4 words, but which one has the correct semantics? It's not just word for word. So it's all of these challenges that require technique. You know, they require a strong sense of the language, a strong sense of technical language, but also a creativity. Yeah. It is a creating process, the translation. And I think most people don't see that. Yeah, very. Yeah. I think there's. It's a great starting point for translators. You know, many translators that many people who are now translating have come through here, which says a lot. But also many people have ideas of what translating is, and then when they come here, they see that it's more, or you know, something different than what they had in mind. But definitely, this not only for us as writers to come and see, you know, get a sense of what they do to our texts and how they achieve a translation, but for future translators or from, you know, any field, any language.